They tell here what happened here, the people, the purpose of why Abraham Project's here. Very touching.
This is just a little snippet of Francisco and Ramon. They're two of the twins here at the Abraham Project, and they were born in Nicaragua. Their uncle Victor actually works here with us, and when the twins were born, they were born of a mother who was physically abused when she was a baby and suffered physical and mental handicaps from the physical abuse, and is not able to talk or really move around by herself very easy. And an uncle actually raped her, and that's where the twins were born from that pregnancy. And so Victor, their uncle, he tried the best he could to take care of them. The only problem is he was involved in drugs and gangs and stuff at the time, and so he didn't really feel that he could take care of them. So he literally gave the twins to another family as like a gift or something. It wasn't an adoption or anything like that. It was like a gift. Well, that family turns out wasn't able to take care of the twins, and they were put into an orphanage. They started to grow up in the orphanage, and there was a gentleman that came down from the United States and was looking to adopt 10 children from this orphanage in Nicaragua. And so everyone was very excited. You know, they're like, wow, this is such a blessing. And so they started the process, and when they got to the twins were numbers 10 and 11, and the orphanage was fighting to keep the twins together as a sibling group. Well, the gentlemen in their group, they decided, well, we're not going to take 11 kids, we'll only take 9. So they left Ramon and Francisco at the orphanage. And what happened later on is they actually found out and arrested this gentleman because what he was doing with the children he was adopting was killing the children and harvesting their organs and selling them on the black market. And the twins survived that by being placed in that orphanage. They were left there. And here about 11 months or so ago, the twins' grandmother and their uncle was able to find them in an orphanage in Nicaragua, and were able to petition the government. They have custody, and the twins are now living here in Costa Rica with their grandmother, and they had met their mother for the first time. And they're 14 years old, going to be 15.
They work for a little bit of food, a little bit of money, and then just schooling. And that's what they do. 15-year-olds, and they work alongside everybody else. And so, but the good thing about it is it gives them opportunity and experience for the future.
They are two boys that, you know, have had terrible circumstances, but we had the chance to go up and see where they live, and it was kind of a race against time. Where they live, you don't want to be there after dark, and so we did hike up there and saw where they were living.
So the further we go along here, the more sketchy it becomes, especially at nighttime. But people in these neighborhoods will build as they have money. So some are nicer that have been there longer, and others are just getting a start, so you'll see their houses that are not quite as nice, and they build with scrap whatever they can find. Ticos!
As we were driving up there, I got a sense of desperation, really. You sense this incredible need that these people have to better their lives, and they live in circumstances that really the prisoners we have in our jail system would be lived like kings. In reality, it's what people have to live like here.
The twins actually live up this little side road, but it's kind of sketchy going up in a van. So we're going to park at a church that we know. The water in this area, what they do is the city doesn't come all the way up here. They don't have water that gets up here. They have cisterns, so the city will come in and dump in the cistern, and then certain people in the neighborhood have water pumps, and then they run lines. You can see the lines running up to different sections, and sometimes they have water only at certain times of the day. If the cistern's low, then they don't get water. So this is all suspect. Some of them have tanks, like this house over here has a barrel. Scream every 20 steps. That scares the snakes and the spiders.
Okay, what? Stop. I'm going to push you in that cliff right there. You ready?
Hey, look.
And as we were climbing up this mountain, we got to the very edge of a street, and on one side you had this beautiful coffee farm, and then on the other side you had this desperate poverty with, you know, severed dogs' heads and garbage everywhere and filth just lining every corner that you can possibly look at.
It's amazing you can be like on the edge of something so beautiful and in something so not so beautiful. I think this is what men do when they're not doing what they should be doing.
Where are the dogs in?
That's a dog's head? That's a dog's head.
It was a little scary, but more just very humbling. I've never been in a place like that before. And obviously my heart is with babies, and I've got my own 3-year-old at home who has a beautiful room and a beautiful bed, and her life will never be touched like these little ones that are walking around with dogs eating other dogs' heads. So it was just interesting to see yet the happiness that the people have, and the love, and the children still playing in the streets and laughing, and this is their home. And they don't have much here, but it sure is beautiful. Their surroundings are beautiful, and I don't know, you can feel the poverty, you can feel the crime, you can feel the sadness and all of the things that are really going on.